And quote me if this dude was completely wrong, but he seemed not wrong. And he
said, quote me if I'm wrong?
I said, quote me, quote me if I'm wrong. But this guy, he didn't seem...
I'll tell you right now.
He seemed credible to an extent, because he was talking about how he was a physicist or whatever. Or some type of a nature that would be appealing to a nuclear type dude. Like he's some type of a nuclear scientist.
He was type shit.
He was on some bomb type.
Not nuclear type.
He was speaking. He was speaking on the matter of.
Jeez.
Let me tell you what I've been making here as of late. A nice little meal I've concocted.
What you been cooking, buddy?
It's basically the pollo bandito or the Monica's platter, but without the chicken.
Not familiar.
And that you don't venture to a lot of Mexican restaurants.
I do, and I've not heard of either. They sound specific to probably Mi Viejo.
And El Nepal.
Okay. And it's called the what again? The Monica's chicken?
There's one that's, I think El Nepal's is the Monica's platter, and I think it's at Mi Viejo, it's pollo bandito.
All right, what does this consist
I think I'm
of?
saying that right, I don't know. It's a bed of cheesy rice. With grilled chicken on top, and then a more queso poured on top of that. Yeah,
really.
And you get it with
phenomenal.
you get that with the soft tortilla shells, and you can make, or you can just eat it.
Wad it up, put it in there.
We just wad it up, put it in there. So what I've been doing is buying those Minute Maid rice bowls.
Love those.
And I'll get the brown rice.
Like that. I like all the rices. Jasmine, long grain, you name it.
I'll take the brown rice. I'll heat it up. I'll take me a bowl. Dump it in there, and I'll break up some tortilla chips, and sprinkle in there, and then I'll get the Pace brand queso, and I'll put a couple teaspoons in there and stir it all up, brother.
Last time I bought queso, I got the Taco Bell brand.
Is it any good?
Yeah,
you like
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that you can get all their sauces. Like you can get their quesadilla sauce now. You can get like Diablo and stuff.
But yeah, that's
what's
a meal,
the Monica's?
Same, but I think they got a little more other stuff going on in there, and it's bigger too. I think
making my own ramen now. Truth be told, dude, I wasn't eating a lot of ramen the last few years. Burnt myself out on it in prison, and also growing up poor and eating it all the time.
Yeah.
But not being able to have it, I've been wanting it. The delicious broth, especially. So I got myself some rice noodles, some cellophane noodles, up there at the international market. Dude, it's like $2.50 for a couple pounds of them.
Yeah.
Usually, if they have them at Walmart or Aldi or anywhere, they're like prepackaged like ramen noodles, and it's like $5 for like half a pound of noodles. Anyway, I also bought some MSG.
Madison Square Garden?
Some Madison Square Garden, baby.
Oh, man.
And I've been, I cook the noodles, then I'll rinse all the starch off of them. And on the side, I'll have already boiled some more water, made a little broth with a little chicken bouillon.
The bone broth.
A little garlic salt and garlic pepper they sell now, which is garlic, black pepper, and dehydrated like red and green bell pepper. It's fire. It's really fucking good. And a little MSG in there. And it really, it's phenomenal, dude.
Hell yeah.
I've been on a big vegetable and bean kick. So I've been doing a lot of soups, a lot of broths.
Love a vegetable, man.
I made that 16-bean soup a couple weeks ago. God damn, dude.
Now, do you just put 16 individual beans, or is there 16 different types of beans you put in it?
16 different types. Some of them are
lentils. I can't name 16 beans, man. Let me try.
All right.
Pork?
No. No. That's pork and beans.
That's not just the flavor of the bean, dude.
No, I think those are, what kind of beans do you bake? What are those? Just like...
that was going to be my second one.
Red beans?
I was going to say pork
Brown
and beans, bacon beans.
Well, whatever's in baked beans is what's in pork and beans.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
That's like the same type of bean.
So any
Great
type
Northern
of
beans,
any
lima
type of a
beans.
bush bean would be considered a pork and bean.
Nothing's considered a pork and bean, dude. That's beans.
That's like, okay.
With hot dogs.
Now, what
in
if you took 17 of these beans you're talking about, and you made a human out of it? You called it pork and bean, and it's like Frankenstein.
Okay,
but it's pork
now
and
you're talking
bean.
the language of a man who's lost his fucking mind. Okay,
Folks, welcome back to This Place Sucks.
Hell yeah, how y'all doing? We're talking recipes.
Yes,
dude.
my name is Doused in Mud, and this is Soaked in Bleach.
Hell yeah,
and we're
dude.
ready to fuck.
What's that from? Doused in Mud.
What do you think it's from, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, so 17 beans, man. So we have a green bean.
Well, here's the hey,
a
can I tell you
Goya
what happened?
bean.
Can I tell you what happened? My recipe was for a 14-bean soup.
And you put 15 in it.
All they had at the store was a 16-bean blend.
Oh, is there pinto in that?
Pinto in there, kidney beans. But
Lima beans.
Maybe
I do know 16
it's a
beans.
lot more of those sorts of beans, like lima beans, northern beans. There's some lentils in there.
What if you did a coming of age tale instead of kind of like 16 candles, but you called 16 beans?
Where's it set?
Norfolk, West Virginia.
All right, okay. I thought you were gonna say Lima, Peru.
That would have been good too.
But is that where lima beans are from?
But it's 16 candle, but they're all played by a bean. So it's a lima bean and a pork and a bean. Yeah, it's stupid.
Bad.
It's not
terrible.
a good idea.
It's gonna lose.
It's
the
a
studio
food
a lot
animated
of
film, brother.
Yeah.
That's a comedy.
Yeah, I'm in, dude. I think we should actually take something like really deep and political, like 1984, and we should make it 1,984 different beans. You know what I mean? And really dilute the message.
Yeah,
down.
really dilute the beans down.
That's my favorite book that everybody who referenced it has never actually read.
Mine's probably Fahrenheit 9/11.
Again, let me peel back the layers here. That is a great movie.
No, what's that book called?
Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Anyways, hey,
That
man,
is a great book.
let me talk.
I
at
was a
you.
big Bradbury head when I was a kid.
I liked Bradbury and Fight Club. He was,
That's Brad Pitt you're thinking of.
he didn't play Tower Detergent in Fight Club.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Bits.
You ever
Folks.
see Troy?
Yeah. Oh,
You ever see
speaking
Troy?
Speaking of, I'm back on my Greek god mythology kick.
I'm on my Achilles triple D arc
Yeah.
right now. You know what I mean?
That movie fucks, dude. I think, yeah, that fucking man, every time.
Yeah.
Dude, every time.
And here's the thing, much like Achilles, my Achilles heel is also my Achilles heel. You hit me there,
It's over.
it's one of my many Achilles heels. My
I think
chest
it
is one
could
of them.
be. It could be one of Brad Pitt's best performances,
Yeah.
bar none.
Yeah. That and Johnny Suede.
Yeah, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's Johnny Suede, and then
Cliff Booth, and then
no.
oh,
And then
Achilles, and then Cliff Booth.
And then Burn After Reading.
Yeah, oh, that's a good one
His
too.
character in that. The Goofy
And then
Jim Bro.
Invisible Man in Deadpool 2.
Oh, damn, dude. And then the voice work he did. Did he have a part in Fantastic Mr. Fox? That was George Clooney. Was the star of that.
Brad Pitt played Rango, didn't he?
That was Johnny Depp, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
Which actually,
Yeah,
obviously,
you can.
because
That's
they do
what's funny about it, because it's
well,
clearly his voice.
and they do a Fear and Loathing reference in it.
Yeah.
There's a
I'm
scene
a pirate.
where him and another lizard are like in a car and they drive through some shit and they end up with the Fear and Loathing outfit.
Yeah. Would have been cool if they would have had a homeless looking wizard come up and say, "You're a lizard, Harry." You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, and that's not in reference to anything to
Yeah.
do with that movie.
No, but it would have been neat.
That's why it took me all.
You know,
by
like
surprise.
or a homeless
Yeah.
man, rather. A
Yeah.
homeless man that looks like a wizard.
And he comes up and he's like, "Oh, you got a bottle?
You're
of
a
rum,
lizard,
mate."
Harry. You know, that'd be fun.
What if?
Look, I'm really trying to make this episode fun. I don't want to just sit around and say, yeah. the whole time. I'm really just trying to get engaged.
Big yeah guy, dude.
I'm trying to get
yeah
engaged
guy.
here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to really
engaging.
I'm trying to lock in, or as the great Keith Allen once told me, I'm going to spend the rest of my life clocking in.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying?
You got to lock in if you don't want to clock in. And I'm tired of clocking in, dude.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely tired of it.
Yeah.
I've got a 7-digit employee ID that I press in about 9 times incorrectly just because of the touch screens, man.
Yeah.
Touch screens are out of control. Bring back analog buttons. Bring back tactile buttons. I like to press on things, turn knobs, dials, switches. You know what I mean?
How's your week been?
Let me think about it. Not terrible, but not great.
Yeah.
I had a very boring week.
It's a decent week, yeah.
I did Planet on Monday, and then
Crush?
barely left the house.
Did you
had a
crush?
really good set. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Decent crowd?
Decent crowd, yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. Charlie Hall was down. Talked to
Harry 2 times.
Danny Hugs. Jamie was down there. Ethan.
And shout out to Ethan and Danny for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out Danny Hucks. No, for real, yeah.
I meant to holler at James. I saw that he was. He's got a show down there at the Laughing Skull in Atlanta.
James who?
James Song.
Oh yeah, I did see he had posted something about that. Yes, I miss James. We got to hit him up, dude.
Yeah, I'm in Louisville a lot, man. I need to actually go see him.
People.
Dude.
Everybody check out James Song and James Song Comedy. I think
James Song Comedy.
He's a great dude. Very funny. Very offensive.
Blind as a bat.
But can't see worth a fuck.
Yeah, dude.
But he's our bro, man. He's good people.
Visually, he's not working with much, dude.
Yeah, if he's as funny as he is blind.
He's very blind.
So he's
hilarious.
Go. Yeah, it was a compliment.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. But other than that, yeah, man, I didn't do a lot this week. I had a lot of days off.
I'm back
chilled
to
at the
my
house.
Normal. I'm not off on Wednesdays anymore. I'm just back to 2 days
I
off.
know. I hate to hear that, man.
Yeah, it's fine, dude. It was a lot, man. I had a lot going on. And
Waterworks.
I was ready to just go back to
normal.
Yeah,
you need to go to part-time.
And that's the goal. So
you need to be a part-timer.
Yeah, and we're gonna buy a van and travel around and solve mysteries.
We're getting out of town, dude. We're getting out of Dodge, brother.
Yeah, we're getting out of the Dodge.
We literally can't stay here.
No, we can't. It's not healthy. It's not good
continue
for
the
us,
facade,
man.
dude.
No, yeah, we can't. We can't continue the facade.
I'm down. Yeah, we definitely can't continue the facade. And, free Palestine always, dude.
As always, dude.
Yeah. Free Sudan.
Yeah,
you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Free North Korea, but they ain't ready for that.
Nah, I ain't ready
they
for
ain't
that.
ready for all that.
Your grandkids are going to love it, though.
Yeah, your grandkids are going to be probably big DRPK guys.
Your grandkids are going to be protesting with signs that say Free North Korea one day.
Yeah. And their grandkids are going to be protesting with signs that say Free America.
And their grandkids won't be here because we'll all be wiped out by some catastrophic
that's a
event.
wrap,
I watched a video, and quote me if this dude was completely wrong, but he seemed not wrong. And he
said, quote me if I'm wrong?
I said, quote me, quote me if I'm wrong. But this guy, he didn't seem...
I'll tell you right now.
He seemed credible to an extent, because he was talking about how he was a physicist or whatever, or some type of a nature that would be appealing to a nuclear type dude. Like he's some type of a nuclear scientist.
He was type shit.
He was on some bomb type shit.
He was on that nuclear type.
But he was speaking. He was speaking on the matter of that the world wouldn't end if World War III happened to the extent of nuclear bombs and like all that shit, that it wouldn't be over. That they really have convinced everybody that if that was to happen, that it would just be done and we would all die, when in fact we could survive that, and we shouldn't just accept our fate as upward, it's nuclear war, it's all over. Like there's things you can do to survive in that situation, and it's not as bad as they make it sound to be.
I think yes and no. Because like the worst case scenario when they talk about, well, if somebody launches a nuke, that's a wrap.
Yeah.
Because what's kept if you want to call it peace, what's kept anybody from getting nuked in the last 70 years is that everybody has nukes and we all are operating under assured mutual destruction. If one person launches, then somebody's going to retaliate, and then we're all going to launch them. And if all the nukes get launched, that dude's full of shit. It's nuclear winter. It don't matter how many people survive the blast.
How much would it take for a nuclear winter?
Dude, depends on where they go off. That has a huge, as far as the particles that are going to get into the atmosphere. But I don't think it's a lot, dude. I mean, obviously, they test these things, right? And if that hasn't caused nuclear winter,
they test them, and we bombed Hiroshima.
Yeah, but also, if you look at, there's some great infographics out there, but the 2 bombs we used in Japan compared to what we have now are like a firecracker compared to a stick of dynamite.
Damn.
Those were, those cities are inhabited now. Whereas if Russia dropped the Tsar Bomba, even if that was the only nuke that went off, say they dropped Tsar Bomba on New York City, which is their big hydrogen bomb. It's 1,000 times bigger than those. Nobody would be able to go there, let alone live there, for a couple hundred years.
That's
you know what
crazy.
I mean? They've already rebuilt Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There are people living there. There's levels of radiation, people that were exposed during the blast and the immediate years after. That was just a regular plutonium bomb. These hydrogen atoms are they release a much bigger blast, much bigger shock wave, a lot more radiation going out into the atmosphere. So if you say there's 10, 15 of these things globally, that could be enough radiation to completely decimate the ecosystem, whether or not we can survive the first couple years or not. You're talking about maybe a huge chunk of the population survives, but the radiation damage, maybe you're talking about
we're all out here looking like the oblongs.
Yeah, or just, you don't know what's going to happen seismically either. I mean, what if they detonate Tsar Bomba in Yellowstone and it sets off seismic activity? But just rubble and debris alone going into the sky, not even counting radiation, could block out the sun and trigger.
Don't you think it'd be crazy if Montana exploded?
Yeah. This whole state of Montana.
Yeah.
That
was a big
saw
fear
some
of mine as a kid.
Recently that said the Yellowstone supervolcano is not actually one massive volcano that would blow at the same time.
It's kind of like having acne.
Is a feed, maybe.
You know what I mean?
It really is.
That one big pimple ain't just sometimes it's a cluster.
There's a cluster underneath.
You know?
It's feeding a bunch of seismic activity up top. But if it was to go off, it'd probably trigger crazy earthquakes. A lot of shit would happen, but half the country wouldn't just blow up with lava.
Well, I always heard that too as a child. They said, well, if Old Faithful went up, it'd take us all out. We'd all be dead.
A lot more worrisome and actually has potential of happening.
The fault line we set on in Kentucky?
Well, I was going to say, if you're talking about mass level catastrophe, the San Andreas. I mean, geologists say that it's for sure that fault's going to split apart, and you'll either get water channeling up in the middle between the mountains, or you'll get that whole chunk of land will sink into the ocean, all of California, everything west of the San Andreas Fault. But they say it's just a matter of when. It might slowly open up.
Does that go all the way up to Seattle, Washington?
Yeah, it goes from Baja, California, all the way up to.
So we'd lose the entire Western Hemisphere.
I think the particular chunk they're talking about is
or not the hemisphere, but the Western.
Those
part of the
three
United
states.
Yeah.
Yeah, being at risk. Now I don't know if the whole
how
state
that would affect
fall off.
Mexico.
A lot of it's mountainous, so some of it's going to remain above water. But essentially what they think is most likely is over time, over a few large events, that channel's just going to gape open, and water from the other gulf over there between Baja, California, and Mexico, I'm not sure what that gulf is called, but all of that water would just create a fucking ocean up the middle of the country.
Damn, that's kind of cool.
That'd be wild. But
I mean,
that
not
could happen.
cool because I don't want everybody to fucking die. But I mean, it would be wild, cool in a sense of like a new map being unlocked. You
Well,
know,
speaking of shit like this,
it's like
man,
God giving us DLC.
what do you think
know?
the bunkers are for? Do you think they think a catastrophe like that's coming? Do you think they think nuclear war's coming? Or do you think it's something like we talked about earlier? Maybe they think it's just a matter of time before the people... I'm not saying a spiritual awakening, but I mean, look at all the shit that's coming to life with the Epstein list. Maybe they think some shit is going to come to light that they need to hide for a few years. You know what I mean? I think that's the best case scenario.
I think that I got two.
Two maybes.
Two maybes. One maybe we all collectively as a whole give them too much credit. Whereas, like, there's not anything that's going to happen in a close enough future, but these things are being put in place.
And they're just preppers with a lot of money.
Yeah. So maybe this is them putting things into place to make sure, like when that weirdo Rothschild said that they don't fuck outside their family.
Right.
You following? Maybe this is one of those things to where over time, we not only do we keep making these underground bunkers, we keep making things better. We keep channeling the plan better for A, whenever they do decide to do something, or B, when something actually does happen that's out of their control. Say something natural disaster.
They could be on the same level as your average prepper. They just have a lot of money.
They just have a lot of money and a lot of time.
Okay. And I think that is
I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
I never rule out incompetence.
No, because, I mean, they've probably been doing this for decades, hundreds of years. They've probably been planning everything. If they're as good as what we give them the credit for, sure, they've been planning this for a millennia. And they're going to have this ready for when, A, that happens, or B, if something happens that's out of their control they don't know about. Because nature don't fucking play.
And what's your second maybe?
Second maybe is, they know something's coming soon, and that's why they're building it.
What do you think it is?
Man, I don't know. There's a part of me that thinks... there's a part of me that genuinely doesn't think anything's going to happen. That if anything were to happen, it would be... naturally on its own. It wasn't anything that they set into motion.
But I also think with certain shit, they wouldn't be able to hide it, right? Like an asteroid, there's enough amateur astronomers that might catch something like that. If it's climate related, there's enough regular professional scientists saying that's
maybe it's another plague, man.
Maybe
COVID was the test.
And maybe, dude, I saw, actually, it was I didn't see the original. I actually saw a clip of Trevor Moore before he died talking to Zach Kreger about it.
Yeah.
But about how he had seen some stuff from a close friend that led him to believe that Epstein used the coronavirus as a dead man switch. Like, hey, if anything happens to me, release this virus. And that people knew about it, right? Obviously, a lot of people knew about it months before the public did. They were trading stocks and doing all this backdoor shit. There's a small group of people who think maybe he's tied in with every major scientist in the world. Maybe he did develop some sort of a bioweapon and said, hey, you know what? If anything ever happens to me, I'm going to release this on you guys.
Could be.
That's a interesting theory, because they did happen within a couple months of each other.
Why can't we just live, brother?
I am, dude. And you know me, dude.
Why can't we just fucking...
I don't buy into many conspiracy theories, but I got to read them all.
Why's the world got to end, man? Why I'm here, at least.
Well, it already didn't. It didn't. If that did happen, it didn't end the world. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll be in Philly April 7th.
April 7th, April 8th. The people on TikTok are saying something's going to happen. I don't know what it is.
What better way to go? We're going to the Rocky statue.
Yeah, we'll go to the Rocky statue. We'll go
out there.
I don't know where else.
That's the only cool thing. Isn't the Andy Warhol Museum in Philly? Or is it Pittsburgh?
The Philly bar is in L.A.
That just makes me mad.
Yeah.
When you say shit like that. Yeah.
It's an escape video. I think it's in right, maybe.
There's plenty of cool shit in Philly, I'm sure, dude.
What else?
Didn't they film Tires there?
I think they filmed that in Mechanicsburg or wherever he's from.
We can go to Bam's fucking castle.
Go to Bam. We can go to Scranton.
There's a lot of shit we're gonna do in 4 days.
Yeah. We're going to be in the hotel and at the comedy club. That's it.
Nah, we're going to do some shit.
We'll
dude.
pop out for a couple afternoons, man. We'll go to the Rocky statue and shit.
Yeah.
That's all downtown. Are we going to drive or are we going to take the train?
And I think we should just drive, man.
Whose car are we going to take?
I told you I'd rent one. I get that discount.
All right.
Then we'd have a car up there. We'd save the money on the Ubers.
Yeah. So I can, I was going to say that Prius would probably make it, but she won't let me take that.
The train would
be...
be...
The truck would make it.
For
it costs a lot.
The train would be
gas.
fine for, like, when we go out in June. I don't think it would be fine for a trip like this because it takes so fucking long to get there, man.
I mean, yeah.
And I'm on a fixed schedule
If
here,
we're doing a short little weekend stint, yeah.
It's only 9 hours, dude. We can drive that.
Yeah, that's really not that bad, man.
Nah.
I really do hate the Parkway in Pennsylvania, though.
Yeah, it's ass.
We have to, if we have to break out a hard map, we are avoiding that, dude.
That's fine.
I want to stay on the regular ass interstate.
Yeah.
I don't want to be stopping at truck stops that only have fucking Roy Rogers.
Roy Rogers burger is disgusting, bro.
If you want to get off any other exits, you got to pay to get off and pay to get back on. I'm sorry, I thought my taxes already paid for the fucking road.
And
What kind of a scam is this?
Can't pump your own gas in New Jersey.
What kind of world are we living in, dude?
Trash.
It used to be like that in more states, apparently. I know Oregon was one they got rid of it like in the last few years. I remember seeing videos online of people like, what do I do? What is and they didn't know how to use the pump.
Now this is dropping Monday. Today's Thursday. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this sick shirt.
Oh,
my sick ghost face button down. So tonight we went to the premiere of Scream 7.
Screven. A lot of people are calling it.
Screven's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Did you enjoy it, buddy? Did you like it? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, man. I think now that I've sat with it on a scale of 1 to 7, standard, everybody knows the rules. I think I'd give it a 5.
Yeah, I think 5 out of 7's fair. Yeah.
Because as a standalone movie, like I feel like if you've watched any of the Screams at any point, you could watch this and enjoy it.
Yeah.
I feel like there was enough, they did a good enough job of tying stuff in, and it was fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't, the nostalgic and funny moments weren't like super corny and cliche like they are in a lot of reboots and sequels and shit. That being said, there were some blind spots.
Yeah.
There were some plot points where I was like, they could have done better. The ending seemed a little bit rushed, but all together, give it a 5 out of 7.
I think it's fair.
Your thoughts?
I will give it a 5 out of 7 as well. I think, so I was telling you a couple weeks ago that when we got snowed in, I rewatched all 6 in preparation for this. And I've always been a big Scream guy. As you can see, the ghost face tatty that I got. I've always loved the Scream movies. So I didn't really give a shit about any, like I was going to go watch it and enjoy it either way. But my things are, the positives, it was fun. It had everything that you want in the Scream movies. Some of the recurring characters, I'm not going to spoil anything, I promise. But having Chad and Mindy coming back from 5 and 6 was fun because I love those two. Gail and Sydney together again was nice. A lot of references and mentions of Part 6 in the movie. And I don't know if they were throwing shade on it because at some parts it didn't seem like they were, and in some parts it seemed like they were throwing shade on it. So I don't really know. I liked 6. I think 6 was better than 7. I think that's in my opinion. But
I did like it.
But I did like it. I did like it a lot. I think if you like the Scream movies, you should definitely check it out. It's definitely worth watching.
There's a lot of stuff I liked that they did with it. Like I said, there were twists.
Yeah.
There were things that even if you're like a Scream fan, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, not like little Easter eggs and shit too that I picked up on that I like. I can't wait to watch it again to pick out more Easter eggs. But one thing that I did hate about it, and
they played Dick Cave, of course.
yeah, they played Red Right Hand. That's all
Turnstile was in it for 5 seconds.
Yeah, little Turnstile, which is always nice. One of my cons that I hated, I'm like you, some of it felt a little rushed and the story had some holes in it. That can be any movie. I've always praised the Scream movies because no matter how silly the continuity was, they kept it. They've always kept it. Like, they always reference the other movies. Like, it's not like the other franchises where they've reboot and done all this other goofy shit. Like,
stuff,
yeah, they've stuck with it. Yeah.
For 5 minutes,
if you die in the Scream movie, you're dead. They've mentioned the other movies and the other killers, and like I don't know, I always enjoyed that. I think this shit needs to end, in my opinion.
I think this would be the perfect one to end it on. However, I could write you a perfect 8.
Yeah, dude, and then you can get a 9 and a 10, bro.
But no, the 8 could be the end.
Yeah,
because there's a couple things you could pull from in this one that I think could make 8 potentially not the best one. But you could write a much neater ending off of what you've done. However, you could end it here, and I'd be very pleased.
Yeah, I agree. And I'll tell you, so I'm gonna tell you my cons, and then I'll tell them what I was telling you earlier. My cons are, it just seemed like in 4, 1 through 4, all the characters or side characters, at least, they had some type of a rememberable quality that I just immediately gave more of a shit about than what I had in 7. Even 5 and 6 seemed like the cycle. I mean, obviously I was stoked Chad and Mindy came back, but like these kids that are in 7, their deaths didn't really.
It's crazy. I was thinking about that when I was watching the movie. Even the character arcs in modern movies seem so rushed.
Yeah.
And the movies are almost twice as fucking long.
Yeah. How is this movie
like Scream
2
1
hours?
is an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes, and you know all the characters.
And I care more about the side notes than I do about anything in 7. How do you make a movie it's 2 hours long, but when 3 or 4 people that are the kids of the movie, like that are supposed to be the Scream 1 and 2, like how they all die and you don't.
And the most character
you just don't give a shit.
The characters that have been there since the
the
beginning.
ones that have been established. Yeah.
Because
like
it is a shame.
Because that's if Chad and Mindy would have just died in 5, they would have just been whatever. But then we had them come back, so we had that. I don't know. We had that relationship with them, so I gave a shit more about them. Just like I'm sure at some point in time, the one chick and Jenna Ortega will end up coming back for 8. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure they'll do something. But my opinion,
like I said,
I think that the characters are weak. Aside from your legacy characters and the people that have been established, that's really my only gripe. Because some of those characters I probably could have really loved and really gave a shit about when they died, but they just don't do enough to give me anything out of that, and I hate that.
I think they play too loose with the. I noticed this in like a lot of movies. In like the 90s, the era of 70s all the way up through the early 2000s, even though the ways the characters were portrayed changed.
Yeah.
I think they all went very heavy on the archetype. Like the character wanted you to know from get-go. This dude's a bully with a traumatic backstory.
Yeah.
This dude's a nerd who's also kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, they were really good at like in the first fucking 10 seconds of a character. Like you watched like The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And within the first 10 minutes of all of them being in the fucking detention hall, you're like, oh, I know deeply everything about these characters. You know what I mean? And in newer movies, I don't know if it's because they spend so much time on like the more stylish scenes that it just feels rushed when they deal with the characters, but they also don't lean into, they want everybody to have like a quirk, but no like discernible character features other than that. Like, oh, this dude is a creepy guy. This dude is
I was about to say the creepy guy,
but there's no other like He's into technology, but what? You don't see him fucking with technology in the movie.
Yeah.
Once.
Yeah. It's shit like that.
You
I
see
agree.
a dude who doesn't mention technology at all be very into technology, not dived into it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I would rather see somebody working on a car 90% of the movie, and then me in my mind assuming he's a mechanic.
Yeah.
Versus as soon as the movie starts, a greasy guy comes in, well, he's a mechanic, he's been working on cars all day. Like, they don't.
Yeah, but then he never actually.
Yeah, and then we never see him touch a fucking wrench the next 2 hours.
Because they know you're not watching the movie, you're listening, so as long as he says that's what it does, you don't got to see him fucking
And
do
see,
it,
and I don't like that, dude. It's just the dumbing down of society. That's a sidebar. Anyways, what I think they should do with Scream in the future, I was telling him, my thing is I've always liked, like I said earlier, I've always liked the continuity that it's always been. Scream's always been Scream, and it's always been those same people and those characters, and there's always at least one from the first one. Like, there's always something. I just think if they do decide to end it, if they ended it with 7, or if they did 8 and that was like the big hoorah, I don't ever want to see it remade or reimagined. I think they should just make stab movies. And I think that's what they should do with Ghostface when Scream's done. They should make the stab movies.
You could basically remake the first couple movies.
Yeah, you could do
stab movies.
And then you could do whatever you want. You could do whatever you wanted with it anyways, but like I think that would be the perfect way to still have Ghostface, to still have reference to characters, and then if you do cast a new Sidney, what's stab?
Yeah.
You're not ruining anything Nev did. You know what I'm saying? You're not ruining anything that they established in the other movies. There's no new timeline. There's no new bullshit because these are the stab movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that is a genius way to keep Ghostface around forever. And they could do another 30 years of just stab movies. You know what I'm saying?
And they don't have to.
And they don't.
But I think like a
and
stab 1 and 2 as like side movies,
You give it about 5, 6, maybe 10 years from now, you don't talk about Ghostface at all, and then you drop a trailer for Stab.
Yeah.
That would go,
sick.
that'd go ape shit, dude.
Maybe we should write a Stab
Maybe we should,
movie,
dude. I'm going to call Kevin Williams tomorrow, bro.
That could be sick.
Hey,
we just write the script, and then we...
Is it Kevin Williams or Kevin Williamson?
Williamson.
Williamson, yeah. He's great. He's done a good job since Wes died of keeping shit.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think of all the... movies that have a bunch of sequels, I think Scream has done one of the better jobs of keeping its continuity in a way that is fun and makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot. I mean, all horror movies are basically franchises at this point. But
I'm glad we did this, though. This was sick.
What, go and see?
Yeah, like I'm glad we did that. I don't get to go to movies open night often.
No.
Theater was pretty packed, too,
I'm trying to get back into movies, man. I think a lot of theaters have closed down, but a lot of the ones that are around have revamped. Like that Jeffersonville one's way nicer than when we went last year. Yeah. It's got employees in there now.
Yeah.
We were just going into that movie theater, just walking in and watching movies.
Yeah.
I do feel like, though, aside from Marty Supreme, dude, I feel like every movie I've gone to the theaters for in the last, 8 years has been a horror movie.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I saw that Shape of Water back when it came out, which isn't really a horror movie.
I'd like to go see Ready or Not. I think that would probably be fun, but I could also wait when that comes out. Probably wouldn't hurt my feelings.
I
haven't really seen
the
a whole
first
lot
one
of
on Netflix.
Haven't seen a whole lot of trailers for a lot of shit. I do know that Dune's Day is going to be fun this December.
Yeah,
I am going to do that.
That'll be fun.
I'll watch Dune 3 and Doomsday the same day. I think that'll be neat.
They got anything cooked up this summer? What's our big summer
blockbusters,
blockbusters,
I'm sure
man?
there's something. I don't think we're getting Fast and Furious till next year. I know you don't give a shit about that.
One.
It's the end of the... Like it was a 2-parter. Fast 10 is a part 1 and a part 2.
And this is 10-2?
Yes.
It's 11.
10-2. Anyways, I told somebody at work, I said, well, they're bringing Brian O'Connor back. And they got just all bent out of shape. And they're like, how could they do that to Paul Walker? And I'm like, they're not bringing Paul Walker back, dude. He's dead. I'm talking about the character, dumbass.
They're reanimating his corpse,
yeah,
dude.
Like, chill. I think I've read something about maybe his twin brother and then them using the AI to...
Yeah, because that looked so good.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Well, by the time they make it, shit, it might look good.
It probably will now, Yeah.
It'll be fine, dude. I'm cool with it. That's what Paul would have wanted. He certainly
I don't
didn't want to
care.
wrap his car around a telephone pole. He got that. I mean, why can't we just have fucking...
Hey, man.
If you want to put a deep fake Paul Walker in a franchise that they literally put Ludacris in space...
I'm not opposed. Go ahead.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying, like, what's the big deal? Like, people get mad about that shit on Facebook. They're like, I can't believe they would try to... How unrealistic that they would bring Paul Walker back. And I'm like, dude, that's not even top 20 unrealistic things I've seen in these movies.
Well, I think it's
They
unrealistic.
went to fucking space.
I think it sets a bad precedent for using somebody after their death to continue to make more money. Now, look, in this scenario where his brother, and I'm sure they're going to set up some sort of very public deal.
Oh,
Where what would have been Paul's cut of the movie would go to his family or some shit. But I'm saying that sets a precedent for in the future. You know what I mean?
But at the
We
end of the
get
day,
new Robin
brother,
Williams movies.
when you look at it, though, man, Vin and Paul, it's family.
Yeah. Well, when you put it that way, how can I not kill myself in public? You know
I
what
stayed
mean?
at my uncle's house. I was house sitting for him, and I always take some DVDs up in the book bag, man, and
You sleep in his bed?
No, dude. That's funny. I have, dude. It's nice, bro. It's king size. Anyway, so I'll bring DVDs up there and watching shit. And I've got the Fast and Furious box set, but it's only up to 8. I don't have 9 and 10.
So you ain't got shit then?
I ain't got shit.
Yeah.
But what I really love is Tokyo Drift, man. I think that's probably
That's
my
my
favorite.
favorite one.
Yeah, at all of
Well,
them, that's my favorite.
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3 are great.
Are
yes.
the best ones.
Yes.
But I do think Tokyo Drift's
yeah.
my favorite. Yeah. It's definitely like the funnest one that's still realistic.
I like how they were we talking about this the other day?
Yeah.
And you
about
said
how the biggest plot hole in that movie. All right, follow me on this. It's gonna blow your mind. The main character, which is the kid from Sling Blade, he gets in trouble for street racing. His mom hates that he's street racing. The last thing she ever wants to see him do is street racing. So she sends him to Japan, where street racing is so popular, the entire social hierarchy of the high school he goes to is based on street racing.
Yeah, they're drifting in a parking lot.
All they do is drift. They have drifting classes. The school has a vending machine garage for everybody's badass race cars. His mom did zero research. She's like, well, the only way to save him from racing
and it's wild
is to make him smoke the whole pack.
It's wild how his dad, who lives there, and it's like, Sean, don't be racing cars. It sends him to a school. I know he lives in the goddamn neighborhood. He knows what they're doing. I know he sees
what's
people.
His dad's story? He lives in this fucking shack.
And he's
What's
got
he doing
a
over there?
badass Shelby fucking Mustang in the fucking garage.
Here,
like,
son, don't race it.
Yeah. And at the end, he's like, well, Sean, you're going up to battle against the Yakuza member's nephew. I have to give you the Mustang. You've got to beat him, Sean. After for 2 hours, you've told me, no, that's bad. Get fuck off.
And then his mom calls, and she's like, I hope he's not racing. I hope he hasn't somehow gotten involved with the Yakuza.
and her dad's on the phone. He's just like, Nachi ball. Yeah, dude.
Man.
It's the best
I
of
love
the
that
fucking
movie.
franchise, brother. If you haven't seen it came out about 20 years ago. You should check out Tokyo
spoiler
Drift.
alert, dude.
Spoiler alert. It's
Lil Bow
fantastic.
Wow's in it.
Yeah, Lil Bow. He's got the Incredible Hulk Scion.
Yeah, dude, pretty sick. Pretty
sick.
sick.
I
He
think it's
wasn't a big
Scion.
racer. He was more in like
He
just
was into
like,
selling iPods and like
yeah.
knockoff shit.
He was
you
a
know?
hustler.
Yeah.
Hustled electronics and candy bars
Yeah.
and all that type of shit.
He's like,
dude.
you know what they call him? DK? And he's like, well, I guess that don't mean Donkey Kong, does it? He's like, no, you fucking
means
ignorant
Drift
hillbilly.
King."
It's Drift King.
He said, well, golly, I guess I better race him.
Well,
man."
goddamn. I love how that also, the last note on that is I had forgot because, you know, we were talking shit about the TPUSA halftime show with Kid Rock and shit.
Yeah.
And everybody's been on this big fucking we hate Kid Rock shit, which is fine, dude. He sucks. And then I'm watching the beginning of Tokyo Drift, and he's street racing the kid from Home Improvement.
Oh, yeah.
And Ball with the Balls playing. And, dude, it is so badass, bro. God damn, it's good.
Yeah, but the ending scene when Vin pulls up next to fucking Han, dude.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, he was family. And then they just drive off to some type of upbeat techno music.
He said, we may be two different races, but we both race cars.
Yeah, it's I love it, dude. That's
He said, Han, race me to the Olive Garden, because when you're here, you're family. Hell yeah.
I tell you what, the saddest meme I ever saw in my life, dude, was...
I said, drop it, cuh.
Was in the spring of 2022, I think. This was right after, or 21. It was right after the Bengals lost the Super Bowl, and the saddest meme I ever saw was the scene of Paul Walker and Vin Diesel where they go their separate ways and Wiz Khalifa's playing. But it was the
Super Bowl.
Yeah, Vin was the Bengal Tiger and Paul was the Lombardi, dude. I was like, oh, God
and
damn.
that was still the closest.
Yeah. It was the closest I've ever been to one, baby. Yeah, that one hurt me. That one hurt me a lot,
assuming the world don't end on Easter, dude, there's always next
And
year,
I think
dude.
so, man. And here we are. We're going to mark it down today, dude.
Yeah.
Bengals Super Bowl run 2027.
And, I don't ask for a lot.
No, I just like one.
Solid gold chain.
Yeah.
Maserati.
Yeah, dude. My Maserati goes 185.
Hell yeah, that's fast in a little
I
Maserati.
lost my
dude.
license, now I can't drive. That Joe Walsh?
I don't know who sings that fucking song, man. I know a lot of songs. I don't know who sings
Pull it up, dude.
All right, man.
Don't play it. It's copyrighted.
I'm pulling it up, man.
I think life's been good to me.
Dylan Ferguson messaged
I think
me.
he probably won that Venusaur.
He does.
I think that's a Joe Walsh hit, dude. Joe Walsh ruled.
Rocky
Mountain's a banger.
Yeah, it's Joe Walsh.
Hell yeah, check it out. Big brain, dude.
I have a ammo right in the back.
Hell yeah.
I lock the doors in case I'm attacked. It's a limo boat. He's talking about Shark Attack. Yeah.
I love a limo boat.
Yeah,
dude.
Joe
We call
Walsh
that a
has a couple
fucking
good
barge,
songs.
dude. We call
That's
that
a
a
long
barge.
boy.
Yeah, it's funny. I'd been really just bumping Van Halen a lot lately. And Jeff was like, hey, man, Friday the 13th's coming up, dude. Here's this flash sheet I got. And at the top, I seen the Van Halen logo with the 13 instead of the VH. And
you could probably, if you want, have him do the V. I only had him put the 13 in one of my 3 designs.
I think the 13 would look cool, though, dude.
How many 13s you got right now?
I don't have any.
You don't have any 13s?
No, I don't have no 13.
What's on the dice?
4, 5, 6. CeeLo, baby. Classic roll, man.
You got no 13s?
If you ever play CeeLo. No, I don't have any. It's funny. I didn't know that about dice, and then Jeff taught me that after I got the tattoo about playing dice and shit. No, I don't actually have the number 13 on me anywhere.
That's crazy.
So I thought the Van Halen.
Have you never done a Friday
the
the 13th tattoo?
Yeah, but I never got one on the sheet that had the 13 on it, dude. Like usually they would just have like the side ones that didn't have it. I just got those.
Same. I got the one here with the fly.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna put it right
13.
here, like in this vacant spot by the armpit.
That'll hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm gonna get the axe like you got, and the bloody, maybe the blade 13. I'm gonna put them around my hockey mask.
There you go.
I think that would be
sick.
neat. So
I think
we'll see. That's my game plan. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna do
the cowboy hat looks sick too, though.
One big one this time.
Yeah, too.
And
be fun,
there's a
man.
couple that I liked that he had. I'm thinking about getting something up here.
And you
something
should.
decent size for 130.
You about got that left arm about done, son.
We getting there. I'm gonna see if he'll do me the same deal he was gonna do last time, which was if I do a big one, he'll throw one of the little ones on.
You ain't got anything in here yet, have you?
No,
Yeah,
I don't have
that's
anything
that-
on the
That
inside
spot
arms.
sucks. That's the worst spot to get a tattoo,
But-
in my humble opinion.
I was gonna have him hit right in there, that little gap.
Hey, hold your arm down towards me, man. You got a lot of flame going on here. I like that.
Yeah, several flames, and I got flame right there.
Big flamer,
Big
huh?
flame. You got flames, dude.
Yeah, I got
You
fucking
got hot rod flames.
sick hot rod flames,
Yeah.
dude. No, I like them. I think that was a good spot for that candle next to the Molotov.
Yeah.
I got flames.
I
on
also
my Molotov as well, my boy.
I kind of like the candle and tooth around the gravestone.
Yeah.
I think it kind of looks sick.
It is.
I'm gonna get green all up in the grass and then get it something written in it and filled in. He said that what I should do is wait till it happens and get that date, get his birth date to death date put in there when it happens. But
Who?
the one we're all waiting on. But I'm not invested in his persona enough. Like, I know that the evil continues when he dies.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
That would be good.
But that would be. I think I'm just gonna end up getting like BRB, like a reincarnation joke.
Yeah, I got the good night on mine. Dude.
Yeah.
I thought that was neat.
I did like the welcome home, which is what the original one I got
Yeah,
had on it. Just said
Yeah.
welcome home.
yeah.
That could be sick. Also a sick Coheed song.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I think I'm gonna do. I mean, I had a lot of different ideas for the chest. I was telling you about I wanted to do that castle and shit. And
Yeah.
all that, and then I think I'm gonna do the Jesus piece on my left ribs,
Hell yeah.
and then I really want to do that headless horseman on the back. I think that'll be.
I don't
at
know
some
what
point.
kind of Jesus piece I want yet. I'm definitely getting the chest done before the summer. That's gonna be like at least the one, the Ogum fuse.
The
down
Ogun
center.
truce, yeah.
That's gonna be at least one chest thing. Cause then I don't know, the arms. I feel like I'm gonna start bouncing back and forth until I fill them in.
I need to get
arm
the
one
family
time,
crest thing
touched up.
I'm gonna keep it. I think I'm like.
I feel
cover it,
like
man.
the colors have blurred just perfectly
Yeah,
to
I
where you
don't
could just
think it would
redo
be.
all the line work
Yeah,
and
I
it would
don't
look
think it
fine.
would be that bad. He could pop a little more red and yellow in there, and in
Yeah.
some spots, I think it'd be all right, dude.
But mostly
I think the only
just
thing
gotta
that
go over
my last
everything.
name, I think he's probably gonna have a hard time trying to, because it was
He
so.
puts it in there, puts a little white down first, and
Yeah.
then maybe I'm not a scientist.
No,
you
yeah,
know,
I'm not either, dude.
but I bet he could do it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
cool to have him right here in Madison that Friday.
Yeah,
though.
that's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be nice.
And
I've
it's
been
our
meaning to
birthdays.
pop in
His is
that.
the 12th and mine's the 14th. So I
Yeah.
figure, hell, we could probably go eat, do some shit, maybe we'll walk around town,
That'd be
shoot
sick.
a little pool, man,
Okay.
do something.
Hell yeah. You guys both gonna bring your pool sticks?
And we probably will, yeah.
I'll go play pool. Where we gonna go, dude? Central, First Street.
I mean, we don't have to go there. Like, First Street's not bad. First Street's nicer than
How many
Central.
pool tables do they have?
Just the one. But I mean,
Yeah,
we'll figure something out.
I'm
He
down
said
to
he was
play
going.
pool,
He
man.
was staying down here because he's got a spot there Saturday too.
Yeah,
So
'Cause we almost thought about going Saturday, but he got me in. Where are you on? 5 o'clock.
I think he said 3 or 4.
He told me to come at 3, saying I'm gonna go before you.
Or
and then
yeah,
Anna's
maybe
gonna
that's what it
go.
was. He said, "Yo, we're coming at 3 and to be there by 5."
I
I'll
think-
probably just come whenever you all get there.
Well, I'm supposed to be there at 3. I think I'm 3. You're 4. Anna's 5 actually, because she gets
That's-
off at 5. And I'll head down there.
That makes more sense, man.
But you know how it goes. I mean, we were there for 2.5 hours
Yeah,
last time, just bullshitting. You know, just talking, chilling, shooting the shit.
yeah, you gonna get caught up with me one of these days, my boy.
Yeah, I'll get there.
I'm gonna get my B colored in at some point too.
Yeah, there's I want to have this snake touched up because originally there was the design had like this fluorescent blue in the head and on all the scales that are clear, and you can see that there's the remnants of some color in there.
Yeah,
But it was like she'd
you
warned
can
me.
see the white on the head a lot.
Yeah, that was a very bright blue. But she had warned me, she's like, I'll be honest, I have this blue that's really pretty. She's like, but I've never tried the brand before. Somebody just gave it to me. And I had an allergic reaction to it. It's the only ink I've ever had issue out of. But it all bubbled up really bad. Obviously, like, it didn't fuck with the lines or anything. But then it turned, like, white. You can see it a little bit right in here. But yeah, it was like a blue, like, I don't know, man, like a teal blue, like those books over there on that shelf, like a teal blue. And if I could get that touched up with something similar, and then get the gravestone filled in. We talk about our tattoos on this show way too much, dude.
Do we?
We talk a lot about our tattoos on here.
We talk a lot about a lot of shit. We talk about
we're
Epstein every day.
Ourselves, yeah.
We talk about Epstein every week. We talk
That's
about
true.
Dumb shit.
He did a lot.
Yeah, well, we got a lot of tattoos, man.
What do you think about the alien stuff, man? Obama, and then Trump, and then now,
I think that they're probably out there. I want to believe.
Obama comes out and does an interview, which libs ate up, in my opinion. He said a whole lot of nothing until the very end. It's like, first of all, it's been
1 week since you looked at me.
10 years. You
Damn,
could have said anything this whole fucking time, and now you
Yeah.
come out and you're like, I think we should get along. But then at the very end, he said, are aliens real? He said, yes, they're real. I've never seen them. Then Trump gets asked about it, and he's like, well, that's classified. He shouldn't have said that, and I'm not going to tell you because it's classified and you shouldn't say it. And then he says he's going to release all the files. Now, obviously, in the midst of all the Epstein shit, distractions galore.
Yeah, so are they going to release a bunch of redacted alien files, brother? Like,
I mean, they're saying fucking he wants to open the vault completely. And also, they've been saying, like, the top people in disclosure have been saying, like, this is the order that disclosure is going to happen in, and that's the way it's been going.
yeah.
But obviously, if he's the one disclosing, like, it can't be good, right?
Right.
Like, it's got to be a trick.
Well, I mean, if it leads up to April 7th, man.
Maybe. I mean, maybe that's when he releases it.
New world order.
New world order.
Bow, 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 bow,
Yeah.
Hell yeah, too sweet on that, man.
Hell yeah.
I hope not.
I mean,
hope that nothing bad
what
happens.
good could come of it?
Probably
You know what I
nothing,
mean?
Man. Maybe the aliens are cool. Maybe they're like Paul.
If they were, like, cool and here to help us, there's no way they'd fucking tell us about it.
They're probably bad.
That probably. And they're probably going to feed us some sort of a lie.
Yeah.
Or they probably don't know shit about dick.
I hope
the aliens aren't talking to them either.
No, if they are, they're probably talking like the Mars Attacks aliens.
Walkie. No, but like legit, maybe they can't catch the craft. They know the only shit they know is from the craft they've recovered and reverse engineered. They're not actually communicating with them. So maybe all they're going to tell us is, here's all the files of shit we found, but also we don't know what the fuck it is. That has been Tom DeLonge's whole position. Was like, man, the government's more incompetent than you think, and the reason they're keeping everything as a secret is because they don't want everybody to know how little control they have over the alien situation, which I also am led to believe.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen War of the Worlds.
If they're powerful beings that can traverse the galaxy, maybe they ain't talking to nobody, and maybe they don't have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going to come here, do what they want, and no government has the power to step in, even if they wanted to. And all that the government's going to tell us is, hey, yeah, remember all those UFO files? They're real, but also they're not talking back to us. So we don't know if they're good. We don't know if they're bad. Dow Jones is up 50,000 points.
Man, let's hope they bring down a kaiju.
Man, let's hope something happens
like
to
a
where...
Cloverfield type.
I just wish they could do, like, the aliens come down and they're like, hey, man, we have a magic button where you push it and all the pedophiles disappear. You know what I mean? That'd solve everything.
Yeah, it's called a ray gun, dude.
Yeah, get us some of them.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It is kind of... The whole thing is kind of weird.
It's peculiar.
It's intriguing.
Yeah.
It's very intriguing that they would do all this now, but we're only 1 year in, baby.
I wonder,
we still have 3 more of these.
I think it's tied into... I think whatever they're going to portray as the alien situation is tied into some form of blue beam, tied into these data centers, man.
When that say if they went to do Project Bluebeam and it's Blue Chew and we all just got boners?
They just cast a hologram into the air and it's a Blue Chew ad.
Yeah. Anyway, back to being serious, man.
That's really the
you think
nefarious end of all this. It's not holograms of aliens. It's you walk outside and projected on the sky is tired of jacking off alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fucking
Jerkmate commercials.
a Jet 2 holiday.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Just on this. I think, again, man, harken back to Futurama being the future. If Simpsons is predicting the future, same guy wrote Futurama. In that, dude, they're casting advertisements in your dreams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They cast them in the sky, too, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that like...
Cowboy
really
Cowboy Bebop did that as well.
Isn't that
in
the
space.
more likely future is that everything just continues sucking at a very average sucky rate forever? Yeah. And like, yeah, technology improves, but the way we get to use it just always sucks.
You know, if they would have made Cowboy Bebop take place in 2175 instead of 2075, I could probably believe that they'd colonized space and was doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, but if half of the shit they say with not so much AI but quantum computing is real, and we already know that whatever the law is that technology is going to grow at a 10 times the whatever rate, then who's to say, man? Because maybe the secret to all of that lies within the computing.
Yeah.
Maybe if the quantum computer can figure it out, maybe within 5 years we've got a fleet of fucking spacecraft.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it's as simple as...
And they're building fucking them big launch portals to go into hyperspeed, to jump to fucking Mars, to Venus.
All I'm saying is,
Jupiter,
100 years ago, they had propeller planes that barely fucking flew. And no computers at all.
Yeah.
And now we have spacecraft.
Yeah.
And computers that fit in your fucking pocket.
Yeah.
It's not crazy to think that in another 100 years, some inconceivable shit's not going to happen with technology.
Yeah, that's what I say. If the show would have took place in 2175, I could have really bought it, honestly.
Yeah.
But 2075 is just not. It's too soon.
Yeah, that's what do we got? That's 50 years.
50 years from now.
Yeah.
Now, 150 years from now, for sure.
50 years could be the start of it.
Yeah.
We could be like, by then I could see.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of conspiracy theories about the quantum computing shit, too. No, I wouldn't say so much of conspiracy theories as, like, theories of what sorts of problems that it might be able to solve if we get this thing programmed right with the power that it could have from a quantum computer, right? Like, if you could put all the medical data that we have, like the scope of human medical knowledge into this computer, is it going to be able to solve cancer? Is it going to be able to solve aging based on, you know what I mean? That's some of the theories about, well, when they turn this thing on. But then you also have everything's still going to suck. Like, yeah, they're probably going to, in 10 years, solve cancer. We're not going to get the cure.
No,
it's still going to be super expensive.
Yeah.
We're still going to have it, unless we do a little revolution type of thing at some point. You know what I mean?
The British are coming.
I think the ending of Marie Antoinette would be a fitting sort of ending.
To the Earth?
To this empire.
Oh,
so that we can move on. So what's the point of colonizing space and having robots and curing disease if we're still going to be behind the paywall, dude?
Yeah.
If we're still going to be in the capitalist hellscape, everything's still going to be a fortune and you still got to work yourself to death to do it. You know what I mean? How fun's that going to be? Because we're on the cusp of having all the coolest shit in the world, but if we don't fucking do a little revolting here and there, we're not going to be able to afford it. It's going to be the rich living forever, and we're going to work until we die.
I guess you could say this place sucks, man.
Yeah. This place sucks.
This place sucks.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.
We'll see you next time.
Mwah.